color and a minority here in southeastern Wisconsin?
Well, I just think that, whether it was a Sikh mosque or any other religion, I think it's important for us to just kind of show up and take care of one another and to try and show, some support for one another, because this could happen to anybody. And so you just kind of got to keep that in mind. It could have happened in the African American community. It could have afflicted the Latino community. But, today it happened in the Sikh community. And so what can we do to just kind of show some support for one another and, just be supportive?
You've talked a lot about what the community can do, and you're here as a member of the community. Can I ask you for your personal, your emotional response to everything that happened today?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's sad, and things like this shouldn't happen. But I think the only thing that you can do is just kind of, the only thing you can do is just hope that people will, educate, let's get educated about what really happened today. Let's find out what were the motives, why did this happen, and what can we do to be part of the solution and not contribute to finger pointing or anything else. So what can we do today? Well, we don't know what happened, so today we can come together and have a vigil, and we can pray, and we can show support. And tomorrow and the day after, we can figure out other things we can do to help.
That is a very difficult thing to do, however, when you see an act of brazen barbarism like we saw today. How do you summon that, and how can the community summon that, really suppressing the anger and finding hope in the good?
Well, I mean, going back to the first thing, I feel like this is something that was completely a coincidence, and this isn't something we see every day in Wisconsin. So for this to happen and to occur, I think it's important that we show support for one another, and I think that if we can do that, we can work through the situation as best as we can.
Julio, you came here alone tonight, is that correct?
That's correct.
Do you know any of these people here?
I know a couple of them, yeah.
Okay, so it's fair to say that you're here alone, you don't know many of the people here. What does it mean coming out with complete strangers? Why have you done that? What does that process do to help heal?
Well, I think that's important. I mean, I think that brings more meaning to it. It would be terrible if I showed up and all I saw were familiar faces and people that I see all the time at events. That's not what this is for. This is for, people in the community recognizing that, whether or not they're usually active or engaged, this is a time where we do need to come together, and really start to be more engaged with each other and with our community.
All right, Julio Guerrero, member of the Milwaukee community, thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.
All right, well, as you heard from one perspective here, somebody